Hello everyone, I'm Dragonwhelp and welcome back to Space Engineers. First off, I want to thank anybody or to the person who sent me this jacket. It's really nice, really warm and cozy. But besides that, Space Engineers got an update. As you can see from the screen behind, it got an update. There's a lot of new things involved. Right here is the features in the update 1.166. So we're going to take a minute and read these. New multiplayer netcode. Well, it's good. I wonder if it fixed any of the server problems, but I'm pretty sure changing the multiplayer netcode would probably fixed it. Total block, tool, component, and voxel redesign. Yes, there I can see that. That's visual right there. Added campaign containing 5 missions. Oh, we'll have to check that out one day. Added voice chat. Awesome. Added magnetic boots. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Added corner lights. Corner LCDs. Thanks, Arendelle. There you go. And yes, the lights are pretty awesome. I'll show them here to you in a little bit. Enabled interior lights for small ships. Oh, dude, that's cool. Added Steam achievements. Yeah, there's achievements in the game now. I've gotten quite a few of them just logging in. And added mono space font. So it must be the new font and stuff that I've seen in the different LCD screens and stuff. So as you can tell, there has been an overhaul. Let's just get our bare hand. There we go. There's been an overhaul with the blocks. The blocks look awesome. They look like they're more scruffy rather than clean. Here's the corner lights. Those are awesome. I've put them in here to light this area up just a little bit. The door here, they changed the design on the door. That is so cool. And each of the doors now have, I don't know if, I think the sliding door here, I think it always had the little key panel. But there's a few blocks that they added the key panel onto them. There's the vent. That's cool. All our stuff still works, our automatic sliding door. And here is the main part of the ship. They changed the way the program block looks. There's the LCD text. I don't know if that's the new text font, but yeah, there's the new text font right there. That's cool. They changed the way the containers look. I mean, they changed the way a lot of things look. The reactors here, there's the small ones, and here's the bigger one. It looks actually like a reactor that actually is doing stuff. I mean, not that it didn't do it before, but you know what I'm trying to say. There's the new medical center. That looks cool. Go ahead and fill up on energy while I'm here. And then here's the hydrogen tanks in our big ship. Just take a stroll. The new lights look cool. It's blinding me. The engines look awesome. Here's our miner ship. There's some batteries. That's the small batteries. Those look cool. They changed the way the drills look. Kind of. It almost looks like the. Well, if I could spell correctly, it almost kind of looks like the big drill. Let's rotate this around. See, that's the big drill. It's just a wider version, I guess, because the large ship drills are 1x, where these are still 3. That's cool. There's the conveyor system. Those have a lot more detail and texture. Get her hand back out. Yeah, these got a lot more detail and texture. And the hatches on everything, like the cargo containers and here on the hydrogen tank. It looks like you actually can open it up and get inside or check what's inside. That's cool. Let's fall down here. There's the larger cargo container. That's the large one. There's the airlock doors, which I have set up on a sensor, which is awesome. There's the conveyor system again. Here's the small thrusters, atmospheric thrusters. But as you can see, this ship is almost complete. In the last episode, gave you a little tour. I've been working vigorously on it, trying to get it fixed, trying to get it finished. It's not yet finished, but it's really close. See, as you can see, the sensor system picks up my being here and opens the doors. And when I'm in the ship, the small ship, it actually opens up so I can get out. But I've added a few little details on the outside. I actually closed it in, put some hydrogen thrusters on the outside to give us some maneuverability. I don't think we will be going up too fast, so I only added one. There's another one on the opposite side. But I did add a lot more atmospheric thrusters. The more I put onto this thing, the more blocks that I put onto it, the bigger the ship got, which meant that I needed to put more atmospheric thrusters on it to keep it afloat. It can fly, but I have to manually fly it. It doesn't sit there and hover in the air. Not just yet. I'm trying to decide on what I want to do as far as adding more. I could add another row. I think I have the resources to do that. If not, I can go mining. And Ode to Zelda, I put the Triforce here because, you know, power, wisdom, and courage. That's us. So I put it duplicated on the other side. This is what these blocks look like. The steel, light armored blocks look like on the outside. But I added kind of like a wing system. A lot of ships nowadays, you know, they get wider in the back and shorter in the front, which this one replicates that, but most of them look like a penis, and I didn't want that, so I wound up, you know, tapering it off, giving it some type of flow system. Not really, but it looks like a ship that it looks like a ship that, like in FTL, faster than light, or FLT. FTL, faster than light. Oh, we gotta get, oh, no, don't tell me. Oh, that was close. That was really, really close. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here. That was no good. That almost hit us. So we need to get off this planet as fast as possible. Can't leave just yet, but we need to get off this planet. And as you can see, I added a bunch of hydrogen thrusters on the bottom. I did have six of the larger ones, and was doing some research and found out that on larger ships like this, the smaller thrusters have a better weight thruster weight ratio. So I put some over there, some over here. They're fully done. If they're not, then I missed one. But then where these six were are now a slew of atmospheric thrusters. This right here, instead of like the only connection I had for the small ship to draw, you know, like depositing ores and stuff, was on the inside, and to keep myself from having to go in and out, in and out, in and out, because I have to be really, really careful when I do this, because the ship is just long ways. It's just wide enough to get in there and dock it. So if I'm out, when we get this thing out in space and retrofit the miner with some ion thrusters, this will be the place I can come into and dock and unload all my resources. So as you can see here, I've added more solar panels to the bottom, pretty much replicated the same setup that I have here up on the top. Added a oxygen generator, or oxygen farm down here. And yeah, the oxygen farm looks quite amazing. It actually looks like it's got plants and stuff inside. That's cool. That is really, really cool. And then again, I put the solar panels down here, which the solar panels, my gosh, they actually look like segmented solar panels. It'd be cool if we could actually fold them up or something. And the landing legs, man, those look awesome. Looks like a big shoe or a big boot of some kind. Too bad you can't, well, I don't say too bad, but maybe they'll add it into the game eventually where these landing legs could be like, you could build a little mech. I know people have done that, but they're not animated and move, and you could probably do that with pistons and rotors and stuff of that nature. But, you know, we can actually get something that can walk. That would be kind of cool. There's our thrusters for back. And again, here's the pod of thrusters on this side. Like I said, the ship can fly. It flies very well. It's just once you get into a certain altitude, it doesn't have the thrust to do it. And again, on this side, we have our hydrogen thrusters along with our atmospherics for maneuverability. But yeah, there's the ship. There's the back tail of it. As you can see, the hydrogen thrusters and the atmospherics. Let's get back inside here. The door opens. Yeah. But I think it's about time to leave. But before I do, I just got back farming for ice. Like, it's all around us. And as you can see, I have 1.781 thousand units of ice. And I did a test flight earlier, off camera, of course. I did a test flight to see if this thing could actually get into space. And with the previous setup that I had, I couldn't. The thrusters were just not powerful enough, and it was sucking these hydrogen tanks dry. And I only have 3 oxygen generators over here. So I learned that I might need more, because I farmed for the ice. We have the ice. It's just the oxygen generators can't process the ice fast enough. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to... Will this stand up? Yeah, it could. Yeah, it'd fit right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put oxygen generators on the top of all 3. Well, all 3. Just the 3 that we have here. Make sure they're all standing the same way. And I'm just going to add 3 more oxygen generators. Hopefully that'll help us keep our hydrogen supply pretty decent. So we need what? Steel plates for sure. Probably a couple of motors, construction components. I know we need computers. So let's see. Do we have everything? We need large steel tubes. Fair enough. Steel. Get some tubes. There we go. There we go. All right. We need some more steel plates. So luckily enough, we had enough stuff to make this one, so we can open up, grab our steel plates. And as you can see, when I opened the UI of it, it already grabbed some ice. It's full. So it's ready to process, and this one should grab some ice as well. Yeah, there we go. It's ready to process it as soon as we start using the hydrogen. Because right now we're not really using it for oxygen, and if we did, our oxygen farms on the outside should keep it full, relatively. I mean, we still have our oxygen tanks. I might add a couple more, maybe not, because all I'm going to keep pressurized is this room, and I don't think we'll go through oxygen that fast. But yeah, that's just some of the things that I've been working on. I added some assemblers here. I don't know if I had this last time, but there's assemblers with all of the productivity modules on them to make, you know, when I ask for something, it makes it as fast as it can. But yeah, there's the ship. That's the updated version. It's also the update for Space Engineers, and it's quite beautiful. As you can see, a lot of the textures and tiles, and even the ice looks like ice rather than just a blue sheet. But the next time you see me in Space Engineers, we will be headed to space. I got to do a little bit more testing. Hopefully I might have to add more thrusters to the bottom. We might actually have to add some more thrusters to the bottom, because I don't know if I have enough now. Because roughly, from the research that I've done, roughly 6 or 7 thrusters, or maybe even it's 12 12 thrusters equal 1 large thruster. And if I know 6 large thrusters couldn't do this, then I don't think the amount that I have here, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have what, 15 here? So that's the equivalent of maybe 1 large thruster, and I have the exact same thing over here. So that's 2 large thrusters. And then this would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 35 thrusters in that thing there. So that's equivalent to about 2.5 big thrusters. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just test it. Let's just test it on camera for everybody to see, because I know people are itching for me to take this thing off, but I want to make sure that I'm ready. So before I do, I'm going to make sure I save. And I got to do a little pre-check thing. I need to get into the control panel. I need to do the hydrogen thrusters. Alright, make sure I add all the ones that I just added. And I added quite a bit. Quite a bit. But the smaller thrusters seem to have a bigger thrust to weight ratio on large ships than it does on small ships, whereas the large thrusters on a small ship work better on the small ship. I think I already said that. Okay. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take all these thrusters once I get them all into a group. Save. I want to turn them on and then turn them off. That way all the ones on the bottom shut down. And then I want to make a group of hydrogen thrusters up. And this will give me a list of all the hydrogen thrusters that have any type of uplift. And then I want to name them hydro up. Or name it UP, big UP. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, go to my groups. Hydro up. There we go. I want to increase thrust. And then I want to decrease thrust. And then I just want to grab all the hydrogen thrusters, toggle on off. There we go. That way, when we're flying up, we don't need to constantly push force down to the ground. What I'm going to do is I'm going to override the thrusters to where they will lift me at a steady rate. That's supposed to save fuel. So now that I've got this done, I'm going to go ahead and save again. So I'm going to turn... Or I got to make sure the door over here is closed, because if we actually do make it to space, I want to make sure everything is correct. So I want to depressurize the room. And we can verify that it's pressurized by... You see the particles in here. And it's green. It stays green. Alright, it's pressurized. So turn these on. And launch. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to override these to their maximum thrust. These only use energy or power, so it's not like I'm using anything special. We're going up pretty good, and I'm just going to go straight up. I'm not going to, move forward. I'm not going to move backward. I'm going straight up. And when we see that this is going to start struggling, I'll kick in the hydrogens to get us, up further. So even though I probably could go ahead and kick them on now, but we're still going up. I'm not going to mess with them. We're still going up. I'm glad I made the modifications to add the more thrusters, because, man, this thing is going up. Alright, it's starting to slow down, so I'm going to kick these in. And we're going up. And then I want to slowly bring it down. I mean, we're going slow. Alright, 630. Go ahead and level this off. There we go. Yep, some more thrust. Come on. No, nope. See, this is the problem I had with the bigger ones. We get up so far, and then we lose our thrust. Because the atmospherics no longer are doing anything. It's all on the hydrogens at that point. So yeah, this is not going to work. So instead of wasting fuel, I'm going to turn the hydrogens off. And hopefully the atmospherics will kick in and slow us down before we hit the ground. But I'm probably going to have to wind up filling the underbelly up full of hydrogen thrusters. Which is no big deal. I have the resources. And if I don't have the resources, I can easily just go mine for them. Because we have all our nodes over there. Uranium. I actually found some gold, so that's pretty good. I've even found some platinum from the asteroids that have fallen. Oh. Alright, level off. Level off. So we're gonna stop the override. Because we know we can't escape. We can't. Not yet. Maybe, wait. Let me try something. Full power. Full power. Maybe I can break through. I'm gonna try to force it. Trying to force it. But I may have to add, like I said, more thrusters. I'll just fill the underbelly full of them. Make sure we're level. So all the thrust is going up, not any other direction. And we get up to where the gravity is 0.91, so I know we can make it. Or at least we can hope. Alright, keep it level. And we're slowing down hard. Let's turn dampeners off there. Maybe that'll help. I think I was fighting myself with the thrusters on the top. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, we're slow. Yep, there we go. We've reached our max peak. So I tried. But I'm going to do a little bit more. I want to put more hydrogen thrusters on the bottom. I think we didn't use that much hydrogen. Uh-oh. We have a hole in the ship. Something tells me that our miner got busted. Come on, slow down. Slow down. And then just turn off the override since we're stable. Oh, we're not stable. I actually have to... So let's override it just... let's override it just a little bit. Oh, too late. Too late. Too late. Oh, what? Oh, we lost a bunch of stuff. No, I don't want to save. But, yeah, like I said, there's the update for me doing that. I know it's taking longer than I expected. It's taking longer than I anticipated. And, I'll get back with you in the next episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And until next time, see you later.